Before the light of the gods entered the world, there was only darkness ruled by titans. After an epic war, Zeus seized the heavens and exiled the titans, seeking to imprison them for all eternity. The lands were cleansed and mortals flourished. But arrogance precedes many a fall, and even a god's prison may be breached.
Hey, did you guys catch the game? Wait, hold on. What was that? Fuck. Must have been nothing. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Why did we lock the Medusa in a prison with no back wall? I'm so confused. Kill it! Oh no! That's a very useful power. I wonder if she doesn't use that on all of them. Oh well. Oh, it was nice of him to pick up his friend.
Your gods will not save you.
Hello and welcome to Let's Play Titan Quest: Immortal Throne. This is an action role-playing game developed by Ironlore and published by Toy Headquarters. You cannot run from your history, Toy Headquarters. I know that your real name is Toy Headquarters. In 2009. Now first of all, I am using the Immortal Throne expansion pack, clearly, which adds a bunch of new content onto the end of the game, and also some new gameplay features, which will appear throughout. Plus this spooky new title screen. Ooh. We will be going to this location later, by the way. It's pretty cool. Now, I am also running the fan patch version 1.17, which I'll have a download link in the description below. If you want to try the fan patch, it fixes a few minor glitches. This isn't a very glitchy game, honestly. On the download page for the fan patch, there's a list of bug fixes, and it's fixing things that I never noticed were wrong, but I'll take their word for it that these were problems that needed to be fixed. Plus, it adds a little bit of new, at least one interesting new gameplay feature, which I'll be showing off soon. So, without further ado, let's begin our adventure. This is my current character. His name is Alexander, and he's a level 26 defender, meaning he specializes in smashing things with his shield and avoiding being smashed via his shield. He's gotten about halfway through the original campaign. I've actually beaten the game twice before. Once with and once without the Immortal Throne expansion. But that was on another computer, so those characters are not here. As you can see, our character will eventually become rather cool looking. Now, let's start a new one. And I've decided that his name will be Achillus. It's a fine warrior name and completely original. No other character in the history of ancient Greece, which is the setting of this game, has ever been named Achilles. You've never heard of a character named Achilles before. I'm creative. So here he is. This is what our character looks like to begin with. There's not a lot of customization when the game starts. That'll come later. Let's begin.
One day, the sun will dim and spread a shadow over the earth. Temples, which have stood forever, will be destroyed. The heavens will vanish, and the gods will fall upon the earth. One day the weak will have power over the strong. The poets will stop singing and instead take up the sword. It is in these darkest times that the strongest of heroes are born.
Our adventure begins. No explanation of who Achillus really is or why he's here. It appears that he just got off a boat for no particular reason. And if we press C to bring up our character window, we can see that he is armed with a copper knife and is carrying 500 gold coins, which sounds like a lot, but actually isn't. You can read these tutorial tips if you want. I'm going to be going over all this information anyway, so we can ignore it for now. Alright, this guy has a yellow diamond over his head. That means he has something to say. And the dialogue system is quite simple. Just left click on a character and they start jabbering at you.
You there, soldier! If you've come looking for rest and peace, you won't find it here in Achillus. Our village has recently been beset by satyrs and other vile beasts. The help of your fighting arm would be greatly appreciated. Our farmers cannot get to their fields and our supplies are running low. Please, go down the road toward the village and help where you can.
I'll certainly help if you need it. But do you have anything more to say first?
We have men defending every gate. Farmers and shepherds have come from miles seeking shelter.
This must be a pretty bad problem.
Satyrs! Harpies! It's as if all the things painted on a vase were sent against us by some angry god. Go down the road. Achillus needs your help.
And that'll be all of his dialogue. Well, let's go try to help. Oh, who's this guy?
You must have been sent by the gods. Please, in the field here, they're going to kill my horse.
Oh no! I will save your horse from the ravenous boar and the satyr scouts. Get out of the way. All you gotta do to attack enemies is hold down the left mouse button. I appear to be inside the horse, which is kind of odd. Hey, we completed our first quest. Well, not really. Our first quest objective. Our quest overall is to save this village. Did they drop any items? It appears that their clothes fell off when we killed them. Common problem. You can hold down Z to make all the items that enemies drop be highlighted on the ground, and you have to do this to pick them up, actually. He has another copper knife and leather breastplate. So Achilles is now a little better defended. Let's talk back to little Timmy here.
You saved my horse. Thank you. But I'm not the only one in trouble. Down the road there, that's my village, Achillus. We've got monsters at the gates, in the fields. They're everywhere.
Do you have anything else to say on the matter, though?
Satyrs? I never thought I'd see such a thing.
Ooh, I know, it's freaky deaky.
That horse is the one thing I own. Thank you for saving her.
You're welcome. She's a pretty horse.
Normally, we would welcome a weary traveler with offers of food and shelter.
No, but instead you just tell him what to do. Because you realize you were in an RPG all of a sudden.
Just go down the road, you'll see.
Okay, down I go. Oh no, more satyrs. These satyrs don't appear to have any weapons. I'm not sure entirely what their battle strategy is here. Also curious, Timmy's horse is still listed as a quest objective on our mini-map. That's what that yellow exclamation point means, which is odd. Hello there.
Hello, I am Aeson, guard captain for this small village. We are holding up, but what's the use? If the monsters lay waste to our farms, we're lost all the same. It's that cursed shaman. Diomedes is tearing his hair out over it. The men of this village hold guard on shifts. Our weapons are rusty and few, but you fight well when you defend your home and family.
Well, your enemies don't appear to have any weapons except for one knife to pass between them, which I took, so you should be good for now.
Enter, traveler, and welcome to Helos.
Now, what's this thing? Ooh, shiny. I would explain what this does, but Midius is going to explain it instead.
The waters within these fountains are blessed by the gods. They say when you touch the water, your soul drinks from it. Should you suffer the dark fate in battle, your body will return to the fountain and you may live to fight again.
Tell me more.
Drink from a different fountain and the soul shall bind to the new location.
Yes, so in other words, these fountains are your respawn points. Whenever you approach one that you haven't been to before, it will light up automatically, and that'll be your new respawn point. But you can go back and select old ones if you want. Very helpful to have. You there! You have an exclamation point over your head. You must have something important to say.
Hello, stranger. I'm Diomedes, the leader of this small village. Do you mean to say that you fought your way here? If that's true, then please, I beg of you, we need your help. Monsters led by a powerful satyr shaman appeared a few days ago and have driven us from our farms. We can hardly defend the village gates and have no one who can stop them from destroying our crops. Our farmland lies on the other side of the river, just over this bridge. The shaman was last seen beyond the farms at the edge of the Helos woods. Please, rid us of this terrible sorcerer. We will pay you what we can.
I like the sound of getting paid. Oh, where are those guys going? Oh, more satyrs! I did not see that coming. Some of these guys are attacking with torches. This is a poorly equipped monster army. How pathetic. And how strange. Whenever you enter a new overworld zone in this game, there will always be 2 torches at the entrance, and they'll always light up when you come near. I don't know what the game designers were going for when they thought that up. I don't know why that is. Maybe just to tell you you're in a new zone, but the name of the zone appears floating on the screen, so that's not necessary. I have no idea why these are... This is a consistent thing throughout the game, and I have no idea why it's there. You'll see later on. And I don't need my map right now, but I do want to pick up the items that these satyrs left behind. Now this splintered crude bow, its name is in gray rather than the white. That means it is worse than a common item. It is utterly worthless. Nevertheless, I don't have another bow, so I might as well equip it, because I like having a ranged and a melee weapon. That's something I feel about pretty much all games. And I can now switch between my 2 weapon sets by pressing W. This breastplate is identical to what I have. This torch, however, is a significant upgrade, actually, compared to my knife, because it does fire damage, which ignores armor. So that's cool. And there are no fire-resistant enemies around this area of the game. Before I head out to take on the satyr shaman, let's speak to some more of the villagers.
Oh, Muse, inspire me to speak of the mightiest hero ever known, son of Zeus, a god, and of a mortal woman, the man named Heracles. Hated by the goddess Hera and beloved of Zeus, mighty-handed Heracles battled monsters great and fearsome. The Nemean lion he slew, and the Hydra, many-headed. the Erymanthian boar, and thunderous giants. 12 tasks of legend did he perform. Heracles rose above the realm of mortals. Once, it is told he took the place of Atlas, who holds the world aloft. Heracles. Yes, Heracles bore the world itself upon his shoulders. And now, where is a hero half as great as he?
I don't know. I don't think there are any. I think we're pretty much fucked. Sorry about that, dude.
What became of Heracles, you ask? The gods gave him immortality and gathered him up to Olympus.
I find it curious that this woman has a talking animation running continuously on a loop, even though she's not saying anything. I like to think that she's just mocking the old man. Oh, we'll become a Heracles. You ask me, oh, look at me. I want to fucking suck Heracles' cock. Blah, 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 blah. Oh well. Let's move on. There is plenty more to see here in Helos. This guy's a trader. We don't need him yet. This guy's a caravan driver. We don't need him yet. And this person has something to say.
Monsters! All over the village! They're burning and killing everything in their path. I've never seen such things in my life. The chaos and destruction, it is all too much for me to handle.
Your dog seems happy.
Please, you must do something.
Just petting the will petting the dog help?
It was so awful. They came out of nowhere. We were working in the field. First I smelled the smoke, then there they were.
I imagine that satyrs probably smell pretty bad on their own, actually.
We desperately need your help. Please, talk to Diomedes, our village elder.
Alright, I'll help. Don't get your panties in a knot, even though they haven't been invented yet. Ooh. Hey dude, what is that thing?
These shrines are ancient, as old as humankind, some say. They say Prometheus, who brought us fire, built these too. And in ancient times, men traveled by them.
Does it still work?
A very few still can. Those destined for greatness, touched by the gods. Even fewer can travel to them with a simple stone as well. Or so the old tales claim.
I'm gonna try it. Right, so this is our fast travel system. Each portal can take you to any other portal that you've already reached on foot. As you can see, there are several spread throughout Greece, but I haven't, unlocked them yet. Also important, I can tap the L key to drop a stone that creates a tiny portal, which can take me to any other portal in the system. So that's nice. You can only have one portal stone out at a time. It's also very useful for coordinating in multiplayer. So let's head out into the wilderness. Regarding multiplayer, by the way, it's a load of fun. And if you have this game and would like to contribute to this Let's Play, please send me an email to the email address in the description. And we can arrange a time to play. That would be excellent, because then I could show off the multiplayer in this game, and that really is the focus of the game. And oh my! Well, that was lucky. These stone tablets are called, essences, I guess. Relics. They're called relics. They're quite rare, and you can use them to enchant your items. Unfortunately, I'm not high enough level to be able to use them yet. So we'll talk about that at a later time. Oh no! Get out of my face, you pig. It's not an insult to call him a pig, because he is literally a pig. Each enemy is worth quite a lot of experience at this point in the game. And I kind of obsessive-compulsively pick up everything, at least early in the game. so I can sell it and buy better equipment. Because you think the prospect of imminent death might cause that merchant in Helos to be a little more generous with his prices, but no. He will exploit this situation for his own profit, and I am almost dead. This is not going well. Help me, guards. Help me. I know I came here to help you, but... oh dear, they've gotten into town. This doesn't normally happen. Guys. Fortunately, your health is always passively regenerating in this game. Wow, that was pretty bad. I am good at this game a little bit, I promise. This seems like a good a time as any to buy some health potions, just like in real ancient Greece. Oh, and one of these bows is better than the one I already have, so that's good. I'm used to playing that defender character now. I'm used to having tons of armor and health. I'm not gonna buy much new equipment yet, just because I haven't decided what class I'm going to play as. And yes, that's an important decision to make. At level 2, I get to choose a mastery, which is what the game calls character classes. And that will really determine the entire shape and form of this Let's Play. In the meantime, give me some health oh, I can only afford one health potion. Oh well. Alright, that'll have to do for now. I do appreciate the ancient Greek setting of this game. It's a nice... it allows for some different monsters from your usual RPG stuff. No orcs or demons. Well, there are demons, but they're few and far between. But I do like fighting satyrs. I think they're nifty. And I do like taking their stuff. I think taking people's stuff is nifty. But only if they're already dead because you murdered them. I'm not a monster, guys. Get out of my face. Take me to your leader so that I can kill him. Speaking of which, you can see there's an exclamation point on my minimap. That is pointing me towards the Satyr Shaman. And these guys are pointing me towards a trap. Which I'm not going to fall for. I'm going to stand right here next to this regeneration shrine. As long as I'm within this purple circle, my health and energy regeneration are massively increased. Not that I need the energy regeneration. Energy is basically just your mana. What other games would call mana. It's used for utilizing special abilities and spells, but I don't have any yet, so it doesn't really matter. The Satyr Shaman is in this little grove, but I'm going to try to pick off all his minions before I take him on. Because my character is very, very weak. You start out way weaker in this game than characters in most RPGs. Fortunately, I have leveled up. Excellent. So, now it's decision time. There are 9 different masteries to choose from, and again, these are basically your character classes. There's Storm, which excels at dealing massive lightning and cold damage to single opponents or small groups. The Stormcaller has limited personal defenses, but can slow, freeze, and stun enemies with frost and thunder attacks. Earth, which makes you adept at raining down destruction over large hordes of enemies. With most skills designed to deal damage, the Pyromancer relies on a colossal earth elemental to hold the attention of enemies. Yes, Pyromancer. The Earth Mastery already covers, like, earth magic and fire magic, oddly enough. Warfare, where you become the warrior who excels at dealing out physical damage, but pays little heed to defense. With higher mastery levels, the warrior can learn to deal damage to several adversaries at once. And as the picture shows, that is the class which can utilize dual wielding. Spirit Mastery makes you the Thurgist, who combines offense and defense with insidious life-stealing skills that leech enemies' vitality while bolstering their own. At higher levels, the ability to summon a powerful Lich King dramatically increases damage-dealing ability. Defense, which makes you into the Defender, who specializes in surviving battles but offers little in the way of offensive enhancements. Many skills focus on utilizing the shield to deflect attacks and disable enemies. And the Nature Mastery makes you the Wanderer, who can call on denizens of the forest to deal damage and shield them from enemies. Healing and defensive auras allow allies to survive longer and fight more effectively. They are your pet class. They get minions. It's pretty nice. The Hunting Mastery makes you a master of bow and spear combat. Piercing attacks penetrate enemy armor, and high-level bow skills will tear through large groups of enemies. The hunter must rely on speed and range to stay out of the reach of enemies. And then there's the Rogue, which is unmatched at dealing rapid damage to single opponents or wearing them down with poison and bleeding. Reliant on hit-and-run tactics, the Rogue is well suited for handling hordes of enemies and must employ trickery to avoid being overwhelmed. And finally, there's the Dream Mastery, which is added by the Immortal Throne expansion. And drawing power from the dream world, the Seer uses sheer force of will to dominate the battlefield. The arcane workings of the psyche, time, and reality itself are all playthings for those who have mastered the secrets of the mind. They're basically sort of a jack-of-all-trades class. They can do a little bit of everything. So yes, this is a big decision to make. This will determine how the game plays. So please leave a comment and your vote regarding which mastery I should select. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.